Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with you coming around. We are finally coming to the end of this week's DC haul. Uh, Quite the haul, but we'll start things off with Jenny Sparks number 5. Where we left off in Jenny Sparks, in the present, she was dealing with Captain Atom, who had killed the Justice League while demanding to be acknowledged as God. And to show his divinity, he had one of the things he had done was he actually cured a man of cancer. A man that was an old man who was being kept hostage with a handful of others in a bar in Los Angeles. And in the past, Jenny has been basically we've seen Jenny experiencing various events in the from the 21st century. So the issue opens in Gotham City, 2016. It's a little after election night, 2016. And another patron, while Jenny's largely pretty much passed out, a fellow patron is griping about Trump's Senate first election and the fact that it seemed like Hillary had it, but then she didn't get the electoral votes, which is a bullshit system, which should maybe be abolished. Just saying. I mean, it makes certain states the votes of certain states mean more than others, whereas it should be one person, one vote. And then in this state has so many electoral votes, so, but yeah. But guy says that he kind of misses the 90s. But he griping about that he voted for Hillary, and his wife voted for Hillary, and their daughter was excited to have the first female president in her lifetime, ever in her lifetime, happen. And then in the morning, she said, how could this happen? He's a monster. Monsters don't win. And so her parents had to explain that they guess sometimes, they do. But he misses the 90s because he didn't worry about anything. Things weren't so important. You just went along. And it was getting better, Just, you thought you were saved. But in said bar, in the bar, she's approached by two men. One mustache man in glasses, and the other a upstanding man in glasses, short dark hair, suit, tie, who actually orders a diet soda. It's Clark Kent and matches Malone. But in the present, Jenny's talking with the man that was cured of cancer. Turns out his vision was also fixed. No longer needs glasses. But the story of Captain Adam's origin is told, including apparently he was actually imprisoned during before the basically if he volunteered for the experiment that turned him into Captain Adam to get out of jail, military jail. And the old man, he's not ungrateful for being cured of cancer and having his eyesight fixed, but well, he kind of is, because his wife passed fairly recently, and he loved his wife. He misses his wife, and well, he took solace in the fact that he would soon see her again. He'd probably would be reunited with her again soon. But now, cancer's cured. This is a guy that's resigned himself to the fact that he's gonna die, and now he's not. And so, it's not always a blessing to be cured of something a disease like to be cured of something. But when Captain Adam became Captain Adam, he basically disappeared 30 years. Then, and his wife remarried. She thought he was dead. So, and in fact, his kids, thought of her second husband as dad. So, and suddenly, decades after he disappears, after he supposedly dies, he shows up he shows up again. Became a soldier, rejoined the army, and became a superhero. But, and she convinces man to help her take down Captain Adam. In the past, basically, Superman and Batman recruit Jenny Sparks to basically be the person that, well, as saying could kind of go, watches the Watchmen. She's kind of the internal affairs, so to speak, of the superheroes. And but there is hatch, so to speak, of Jenny's basically becoming, the super cop, so to speak, this cop of the supers. Basically, who watches the what? Jenny Sparks is, while the Justice League basically is the Watchmen. Jenny watches the Watchmen. However, at the very least, Batman and Superman watch the Watchmen, watch the Watcher of the Watchmen. So, yeah. And the issue ends with Jenny seemingly popping into the room of the daughter of the man she was talking the bar with. And she says, with the all the madness coming, there's a bit that's kind of up there who still has your back. And Jane introduces herself and says she's seen worse. And that is where the issue ends. But moving on, good issue. I know there is some criticism of how Captain Adams portrayed, but the best way to look at it is that this book's basically Elseworlds book. It means all of two things: Jack and shit, to the character in the primary DC continuity. But anyways, moving on to our last book for the moment, we've got Plastic Man No More, number 4. Wrapping up the miniseries. Where we left off, Plastic Man was preparing to stop a nuclear fusion reaction to save, hopefully, Jonas being his son, and hopefully, as well, himself, from depolymerization. As it gets down to the wire, Plastic Man depolymerizes even further, to the point where he basically has to have his head in a canister. But Vera, the scientist, she tells Plastic Man about the loss of her daughter, and it's made pretty clear that it was her fault. She was driving while intoxicated, and even worse, the hospital didn't even test her or anything. She knows it's her fault, but when her husband, her ex-husband, her now ex-husband, turned off life support for their daughter, well, she knew it was her fault, but she lashed out at him rather than admit that this was all her fault. But Luke is Plastic Man's son, is talking with Dr. No Face and Uranium, and Dr. No Face doesn't seem to like what Uranium is saying, and enriches Uranium. Robin then shows up to save Luke and stop Plastic Man, but Luke actually knocks around Robin, and with the Robin's gotten clear of the blast zone, and well, Plastic Man tells his son about a watch that his Luke's mom wanted, but no, Plastic Man never stole it for her. And they says, "Hey, Luke, get out of here." And the bomb goes off. Later, Robin and Luke are being questioned by the JLA about what the events that happened. Robin lies and basically says, that Dr. No Face, who is still at large, was Plastic Man's only accomplice. And Luke backs that up, but Luke is then offered a place on the League as the new Plastic Man, but Plastic Man is Eel's legacy, or mantle, and Luke's legacy. He thanks him and tells them they can shove their League. Robin says that he can't really blame Luke for that. And the issue ends with Vera checking to see if there's any depolymerization in Luke's cells. There isn't. And Luke goes into a jewelry store, smashes the window of a jewelry store, and steals that watch for his mom. And she tells him that Luke is the best thing that her and Plastic Man ever made. And just that alone makes him a hero. As Plastic Man watches from a rainy rooftop, a bit smaller and looking more a little rough, and that is where the series ends. It's a good series. I really liked it. I kind of feel like it was. Yeah, it had things to say about breaking, not falling into and perpetuating cycles of at least mistreatment in families. But anyways, that's gonna do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.